Hello, I'm Julien MARIGOT, President of CEFMAT Group. I'm not really sure about when we'd start this project, but it's kind of common thinking with all the team. So we used to have those kind of projects that are more linked with the CSR and these kind of things. What we wanted to do is to be responsible about the product, the output. It's easy to think about the inside of the company. It's more difficult to think about the outside. So what we wanted with this project, with RIPACYCLE, is to think about what was the end of life of our product on the market. So it's a part of our social corporate responsibility, CSR. We think that it's going to be one of the biggest part of it. What we try to do is to integrate the CSR inside our strategy, but it's also a way to engrave our values also in the day-to-day life of the company. It's something that helps the employees to integrate those values and also to communicate on our values to our customers. So the first idea is quite easy. It's how we can support our customers with the end of life of our product. So it's easy, but of course it's quite difficult to set up. So what we try to do first, what we try to target, is to have something comfortable for the end users. So comfortable is all the experience. First, we want to break all the potential issues when you want to send back a product. So the first thing is that the end user is going to have a product that is end of life. Major part of the time it was thrown away and we don't know at the end what was the end of this product. So he's going to go on RIPACYCLE.com and he is able to just put his address and all the data of the product. And after that, for free, we're going to send him stickers to put on the box. And this product's going to go straight to the company. After this stage, the product's going to be integrated in the system, in the process, and we will validate that the product is okay to be integrated in the process. After that, the customer have two choices. The first one is to receive a loyalty check to buy a new product of €100. And the other way also is to do a donation to an association that we're going to define to protect environment. So you have those two ways. So this first cycle is easy and we put all our effort to ease the system and the process for the customer. When we receive the product in our workshop, you also have different ways to deal with the parts. So we are going to disassemble the product. The part that's going to be okay to be reused is going to go on one process and address this refit market. And the second process is going to be for recycling. Our goals are to create a market of refit product and after that also to create real channels of recycling by finding like association that can take back for the plastic, for example, or part of the hoses. And it's something that we want local and really efficient. Thanks to RIPACYCLE, we want to be responsible to the end of life of our product. We also want to integrate our network in this project. And they're going to have a key role by promoting this new service. You obviously faced some difficulties when you create a project like that, start from scratch, and it's kind of unique project also. The first one was to ease the process for the customer. So in fact, we took place of the customer by saying, okay, what's going to be the limitation to send back a product? The first one, of course, is to know that you have this kind of service. So it's something that we work on and it's something we're going to continue to work on. And the other one is as soon as I get the information to ship this product back, how could I be assisted all through the process? So it's something that we deal on that. We still face some issues, but we know that we have to experiment and to deal with that. For example, the transport, it's a key thing to check, and we hope that our transport company is going to assist us on this. And we also had to break some difficulties or to create and innovate on the way we're going to deal with the parts that we need to refit. So for the cleaning, for example, for the testing, because we have to build our own system to qualify those parts that are different than brand new parts. So it's also interesting to think about those difficulties as a way to improve our process, as a way to improve the parts quality, and as a way to innovate at the end. Our network will play a strategic role in this project. The same way they support our customers on the field for the use or demonstration of the product, we need them to promote this service because it's a virtuous cycle. So we need to move this big wheel, and the only people on the field physically, it's the network of distributors. So we need them for that. We need them to promote, and it's a win-to-win service that we're going to bring to them also. We couldn't perform this kind of project without starting with the measurement, because otherwise you don't know if you improve or not, if you increase the number of products you recycle. So what we want to start with is of course, obviously the number of products that are gonna come back in our workshop, but also the average of parts that we can reuse or not. So that's something that's gonna evaluate in the time. We will also weight all the product that we're going to recycle, etc., etc. So we want metrics, and we're going to put this on the website also to inform the customer, because we want something really clear, really transparent. We also want to take this project as an experimentation, and we want to bring in this project the local, as we said, the local recyclers. And it's also something that we want to show on the website, what's going to be the end of the part, the end of life of the product. We want to integrate that as a bigger project. We hope that we're going to also give a new image of what we can do ecologically speaking, not only just as an image, but also as a new business model. So we hope that we're going to give ideas to other industrials. If this project works and we do all our effort for that, we hope that we could maybe open this system to other brands that we own. So first step is to work with the Ripack brand, and after that maybe we can open to other brands. As a customer, I would for sure try to find a product that has a vision on the end of life and with a eco-friendly impact at the end. So for me personally, I think if I get a choice between different products, I think it's an advantage to find this product. I think it's also an advantage for the customer to say, okay, yes, I'm going to buy this product, but at the end of life, I know the company will be here for me for the recycling or the refit. So from the starting point to the end, RIPACYCLE will be on the side of the customer. The message I want to say is to be responsible of our product. Major part of the time we look inside our company, what we can do, and it's a great thing. But when we look outside, it's obviously more difficult, but it's also where we have the more impact. What I want to say is look outside and try to find a way to continue what you do inside.